Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play-to-earn games on the blockchain, such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I wanted to cover a very interesting topic that all of us should be wondering about as we start this new final season of the old rank rewards, and that is at what level should you be looking to finish the season at, or at least climb to this season to start your reward chest journey on the new rank rewards in just a few short weeks. Now, for me personally, I wanted to understand, should I try and climb to champion this season for the first time ever, or should I stick in diamond and just earn the lesser value chests during the first season of the new ranked reward system? And for me, understanding champion's going to be much harder since I really only have gold level summoners. I figure my win rate's going to be pretty low. So I just wanted to do the exercise, figuring that diamond would be probably where I could be okay at, and would probably be able to win a decent amount of games there and not take too bad of a hit on the ECR and the reward shares. But I wanted to do the calculation for myself, and I think it'll be interesting to see the data, and maybe you will find it interesting as well for your own personal calculations. So I wanted to do the math here for the Diamond League chests, and I went back and I did that. Influencing factors here are a 16x DEC bonus, a 1.6% legendary drop rate, and a 4% gold foil chance. And the rough math is estimating the chest value for a diamond chest to be about 0.78 cents, which is quite a bit more than the old 0.14 cent chest value. It's actually an increase of about 5.57x. Now, if we look at the daily average value that you can achieve with, let's say, 10 chests per day, it's about $7.84, which is an increase of about 3.86x over the current chest value. And the end of season max value is obviously skewed because previously the reward chests in Diamond 1, for example, were much less than the maximum number of reward chests you can earn in the new system, which is 150. And that's why you see such a big jump there in the value. And same with the daily value. Again, you're getting not as many chests at a lesser value, which is why there's a pretty big jump in value. That being said, if we go to the champ details, there was a little bit of a miscalculation on my side. I actually underestimated the chest value for championship rewards, and this is based on the new reward cards being in circulation for the first, maybe month to 90 days. So the value of those reward cards, it is assumed, will be higher than the current reward cards. So we're estimating the reward chest value for champion chest to be $1.51, and that is including the influencing factors of a 48x DEC bonus, a 3.2% legendary drop rate, and an 8% gold foil chance. You'll notice here the difference between the diamond chest and the champion chest for these influencing factors are there's a 2x legendary drop rate and a 2x gold foil chance between the two chests, as well as a 3x DEC bonus. So there are substantial influencing factors that make the championship level chests more valuable. In fact, almost 2 times more valuable than a diamond reward chest. So based on that value, what does that mean? Well, I did some modeling here. Again, it's very rough. It's very hard to simulate, the amount of daily chests you might be able to achieve, because dynamic battles and win percentages vary, and your rating queue will vary as you climb up the ranks. And remember, if you start if you finished in diamond your previous season, you're going to start in gold for your climb, which means as you start the season, your reward share earnings at the beginning of the season will not be maximized, so you'll earn less diamond reward chest to start if you're in gold, and vice versa. If you ended the season in champion and you start in diamond, your reward share earnings to start the season until you get back in the champion will be lower. So what I did is I modeled this kind of in a rudimentary fashion just for modeling's sake. And I said, well, if with my current deck, if I competed in Diamond, I think I could achieve a 60% win rate. And I based this on a draining my ECR down to around 75% each day here. And you can see that's how I came up with the amount of total daily chess based on my daily reward shares earned at that 0.6 win rate in Diamond. You can see my reward shares go down with every ECR decrease. And this gives me in Diamond a 10.54 roughly daily chess total per day with a 60% win rate, with keeping my ECR every day between 75 and 100%. Now, again, this assumes that I'm playing in Diamond and earning Diamond share rewards, which is an average reward share figure that we're taking. If I'm in Diamond 1, for example, my reward share earnings would be higher, and if I was in Diamond 3, they would be lower. But this is just for an estimate and a model. Now, what I've done here, we'll talk a little bit later about how I've actually used for the calculation of the daily chess at the end of the season and the season reward chess values. I'm only using 12 days of same level earnings for this estimate. What that means is the first 3 days of the season, I'm assuming that I'm climbing out of gold into diamond, or I'm climbing out of diamond into champion. It's going to take me 3 days. So I don't really count those into the apples to apples comparison between diamond and championship rewards. Now, what I've also simulated here in this next set of columns is if I were to compete in champion with my current deck, it would be a stretch, and I'm estimating a 40% win rate in champion with my deck. Now, it might be more, it might be less. I don't know, I've never competed at that level, but I'm saying that basically I'm not going to win 50% of my matches. In fact, the difference between me competing in diamond versus champion, I'm saying, is about a 20% decrease in performance, which is basically about I'm losing 1 match out of 5 more competing in champion, just because I don't have the cards necessarily to compete there very well. And what we see here is, using the same extrapolation and formula, I'm going to be getting 7.39 reward chess in champion based on that win rate, keeping the same ECR throughout those 12 days. Now, what I did next was calculate the total chess that I would receive daily throughout the season. And I use, again, the 12-day estimate here, because the first 3 days I'd be climbing, let's say. And I use the chest values that we talked about earlier. And after 12 days in diamond, I would earn 126.55 chess throughout that 12-day period. And the value of those chess would be roughly $98.71. Now, in champion, with the lower win rates and the lower reward shares, I would actually only earn 88.71 chess in those 12 days, the same 12 days. But the value of those chess, even though there's less of them than I'm earning, the expected value is estimated to be $133.96. So the difference there can be basically summed up by the chess are more valuable in champion, and even though I'm earning less, the value of those chess makes up the difference in the reduced quantity of those chess. Now, what I did for the end of season reward calculations, I did the same thing for the end of season rewards, and based on the reward shares, I came up with a 72 end of season chess value for diamond at a total season value of $56.72. And at champion, I would only earn 64 reward chests for end of season rewards, but the value of those chests would be $97.29. So for my personal modeling and estimates here, based on this, it looks like I will be trying to get the champion this season and to compete and get those champion chests starting with a new rank reward system. Again, because the chests are more valuable, even if I don't win as many of them, if I hit those gold foils or those legendaries, it will make up the difference in the quantity based on the quality. Now, for me, that's how I'm going to approach it. Let me know how you're going to approach it. And I'll also just call your attention to one other fact that I don't know if people are realizing is the reward shares are not linear. So you can see here, if we take, for example, let's use Diamond as an example. The average reward shares per win is 34,328. And to get one chest, it's 43,000 reward shares. However, if we look at the reward shares for 10 chests, it's not 430,000, it's actually 493,789, which means there is a ramp factor here that I don't have the exact math behind because they only give us examples of 10, 50, and 100 chests. But this is something to keep in mind, that this is not linearly calculated, meaning to earn more reward chests, it will take more reward shares the further along in the season you go. So keep that in mind when you do your own personal calculations for end of season reward shares. For example, if we look at the 100 chests here, if in the diamond level we need 19,064,582 reward shares for those 100 chests, each chest is costing you 190,645 reward shares. And remember, one chest reward share was only at the very beginning of the equation 43,000 reward shares. So to get 150 reward chests at the end of season, it's going to be extremely difficult. Even though that is the maximum, please keep in mind that it's not a linear equation, meaning for 100 chests, you would, if it was linear, you would think you would only need 4.3 million reward shares for diamond as an example, but you actually need almost 5 times that amount to get to 100 chests. And you can imagine what the math is for 150 chests. What this means is that if you want to achieve maximum end of season rewards, you're going to need to have big win streaks, big bonuses on alphas, betas, promos, gold foils, to even sniff some of those higher tiers of end of season rewards. So keep that in mind as you do the math. It is not linear for end of season purposes. Well, that's all I have for today. Hopefully this information is beneficial or informational for you as you plan your season. How high will you go? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep stacking those stats.